What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to our channel here at Vagabond Builds, and today we're bringing you another comparison video between two cars. And to my right, I have a 2023 Audi Q7 in the 45 Quattro TFSI, and we're going to be talking about the Premium Plus trim, comparing it to the 2023 Audi Q8 in the 55 TFSI Quattro, and also a Premium Plus trim. And we're going to be talking about exteriors, interiors, and specs about both these exact cars. But before we do, it is not a sponsored video, and if you guys do truly want to support our channel, we appreciate you guys. If you guys do, tap that like button, subscribe to our channel. If you have something for us to email, here's our email below. Email us so we can talk details later. A special shout out and a thanks to Nilo Audi here in Sacramento, California, for providing us both these cars for this review. All right, guys, stay tuned, keep watching. We're gonna be dropping those MSRP stickers so you guys get an exact idea what comes on the stickers themselves, or these exact cars with the price tag on top. Now let's go ahead and talk Audi Q7 and Q8. All right, so let's talk specs about both these cars. Now we're looking right now at the 2023 Audi Q7 and the 45 TFSI. And why do I keep saying 45 TFSI and the 55 TFSI? Because it literally stipulates which drivetrain you have. Now, 45 is the little brother, the 55 is the bigger brother. Here we have a 2.0 liter four-cylinder engine that comes with the 8-speed automatic transmission. A little bit about the horsepower and torque, everybody. The horsepower on the 2.0 liter is going to give you 261 horsepower with 273 pounds-feet of torque. A little bit about the MPG: 19 city, 25 highway, and a 21 combined, with the 22.5 gallon gas tank size. Now, if we come over to the bigger brother, and that is going to amp up the 55 TFSI, comes with the 8-speed automatic transmission. It does come Quattro as standard Audi does. And that comes with 335 horsepower, 369 pounds-feet of torque. That is a 3.0 liter engine with 18 city, 23 highway, and a 20 combined on the MPG, with also the same exact gallon gas tank size as 22.5, everybody. Now, what would you guys buy, honestly? Now, yes, the Q7 is a 7-seater and the Q8 is a 5-seater, but of course you're getting more. Now, you can tow up with this bigger brother engine up to 7,700 pounds when properly equipped, to here where the 2.0 liter you get 4,400 pounds of towing capacity when properly equipped. Now, let's go ahead and close this hood and close this other hood also. And let's start talking some differences, some similarities between the Q8 and the Q7. Now, I want to mention, now we're not going to be focusing on the fact that this is a S-Line. This is an S-Line Q8. Now, of course, you get a little bit more of aggressive look on the Q8 with regards to the rims, the badging, the trim work, maybe some cuts in the bumpers, a little bit more aggressive feel and sporty, to where you have the non-S line and it's kind of more of a boring, kind of just drive me on the road type feel. But again, look at the front end. So the lighting system is literally pretty much similar with the LED lighting. You got the same exact type hazards or signal lighting. A little bit slightly different. I mean, yes, you have some minor changes in the shape or the width of those little rectangular hazards and stuff like that, or the drop down here in the Q8. But overall, the LED system, pretty similar in both these cars. Now, again, bumper sensors going across. You have a camera integrated here on the Q8. Also, the Q7 does have the bumper sensors with the camera integrated under those Audi emblem signs. Now, Quattros, again, as to mention, you have the headlight washers in both, all right? Now, moving over to the side, let's start talking dimensions. So length, width, and height, ground clearances. Starting off with the dimension on the 2023 Q8, we have 196 inches in length, 86 inches in width, and 67 inches in height, with a minimum of 5.8 inches of ground clearance, everybody. Now, if we come over to the Q7 comes 199 inches in length, which is 3 inches longer than the Q8. You have 87 inches in width and then 68 inches in height, everybody. So the main difference is pretty much in the length. You also have a 9.4-inch ground clearance on the Q7. Let's talk wheels, okay? Looking over to the right, the Q7. Pretty simple wheel. Now, again, different trims will have different rims. Take that into consideration on any, the Q8 or the Q7, this being a Premium Plus. You have the 255/55 19-inch, and that comes in a Pirelli Scorpion all-season tire. And if we come over to the S-Line, now the S-Line does give you that red brake caliber, kind of more of that sporty feel. The tires themselves are running the Continental Cross Contacts. And what are the sizes? 285, 40, 22. So this is the big boy. Honestly, this is more of a boss look on the Q8. This is more kind of a grocery getter, just drive the family around. Side mirrors, integrated lighting. The lighting is different, all right? The camera systems, you have the camera systems in the same area. Automatic foldable with the blind spot assist. Let's go ahead and show you guys the door. Keyless fob entries. I wanted to show you guys from top to bottom the frames around the window on the Q8, no frame. Keyless fob entry to where here you have the frame, which I kind of like the idea of the frame because it kind of just supports your window. This kind of moves a little bit, okay? And dropping down over to the rocker panel area, you have the trims, okay? Kind of similar, just slightly different shapes and things of that sort. Let's come back here, look at the rear doors. What do they look like? No frames, frame, all right? And finishing off, Quattro integrated in the Q7 here, but no Quattro on the Q8. Now over to the rear end. You're gonna get a lot of difference here on the rear end. The rear end here on the Q8, a little bit kind of more of a coupe sportback look on this rear end of the Q8, giving it kind of a, again, sportier feel with that S-Line coming in, just very nice, aggressive look, to where this, again, is like that grocery getter, kind of soccer mom feel. Now, no hates to dads or to the guys if they're driving it. It's a beautiful car, but just kind of trying to explain the feel or the look of the cars. Now, the rear ends, let's talk rear ends. Yes, LED lighting, but what do we see that's mainly different? The bar here goes across on the Q8, giving it more of that kind of premium feel. You have the Quattro badge, Q8 here in that black emblem. Now that is because it is the S-Line. You get that black, blacked out emblem look. Bumper sensors integrated on that lower rear end with the parking reflectors, and then the rear diffuser in that kind of matte black plastic look, kind of a flat look, okay? Now, coming over to the Q7, both have the spoilers with the integrated lighting, but you have the chrome, the Q7, and then Quattro stipulated, but you do not have that bar going across, that lighting bar, all right? So it's just pretty much two separate tail lights. Dropping down, you get the bumper sensors, and then you get some kind of silver and some matte kind of gray look on that lower side of that bumper. Let's go ahead and enter the cargo area of the Q8 and the Q7. And now the cargo area in the Q8, so we're looking at the Q8, with the second row seats up is about 30 cubic feet of space. Now, if we were to drop that second seat down, you get up to 60 cubic feet of space inside the Q8. Now that is a lot of room if you want to go up for the mountain or to the mountains, like skis, snowboards, bikes, dishwashers, 2x4s. I have no idea what you want to do with it. Carry your air fryer around, have no idea. Full size spare tire, sorry, with your tire situation going on there. To the left, you have this little space here along with here and that nice LED lighting. One thing that I would like to see that Audi starts to do is in all their cars to put little levers to drop those benches here from the back, because we cannot do that. We literally have to go inside and drop those benches. That's something to have food for thought. Now, if we come over to the Q7, again, 3-row seats, right? And some slight differences. Now, you can drop the 3rd-row seats. Go ahead and just press those buttons. Those headrests drop. And if we talk cargo area with the 3rd-row seats up is about 14 cubic feet of space. If we're to go ahead and drop those 2nd-row seats, gives you about 36 cubic feet of space. And if we're to drop both rows, you get up to 70 cubic feet of space inside the Q7, okay? What does it look like under here? You do not get a spare tire, but you do get like your tire flat situation going on there, but no spare tire inside the Q7. The buttons, you can bring those back up. Very convenient. Huge fan of these electric buttons, bells and whistles of just, you're not running around or trying to pull throughout your lower back or things of that sort with those buttons. They just save you a lot. A little bit space with that mesh and some tie downs, okay? Now we're pretty much done talking about the exterior, the specs, and some cargo area. Let's go ahead and jump to the interior. All right, now sitting in the 2023 Audi Q7, and want to bring the look to you guys before we jump into the Q8, and this is what you get. This is what it looks like. Now, right off the bat, I'm just going to mention it to you guys. Pretty much the front side of this car is literally almost exactly the same as the Q8. You might have some minor differences, but with regards to the tech, the placement of buttons, your shift knobs, parking brake button, cup holders, the door panel, literally pretty much the same with your memory seating, your inlays, the ambient lighting, controls for your window, and then your side mirrors. Those side mirrors do come automatic foldable, as I'm not sure if I mentioned that, and heated. Your button to open up that tailgate, your lighting system that is in both. Controls and steering wheel, pretty much exactly the same. Paddle shifters, controls for your windshield wipers, your lighting, and your cruise control. Driver virtual cockpit cluster, that is literally the same. Coming over to the infotainment screen, pretty much the same, okay? Now we're not doing an in-depth review, we're doing a comparison. Just want to bring you guys what the Q7 looks like and the Q8. Same thing with the screen for the temperature controls, your heated and ventilated seats on the Premium Plus. Automatic on and off button, hill decline assist. You can turn that off by that button there. Could open or split screen with the home address, and then your garage door opener, all that. Under that, you get your parking sensors, your cameras, 3D. You could go 3D, come out of 3D, and then go ahead and click this. And look at all these different angles that you get with your camera sensors and angles on the look, which is very convenient if you're needing help to park and drive, okay? Let's click out of that. Now, the tech itself is pretty sensitive. I'm sure you can turn up the sensitivity, but pretty responsive. Now, if you go ahead and click like vehicle, and you get your Audi Drive Select, you can go in through different modes. That's off-road, comfort, auto, dynamic, individual. Could do that. Also, in the Q8 itself, you could come to the seats. Touch sensitive, you can mess around with everything from here, but also mess around with your seats and temperatures here. Let's come home. Now, let's go ahead and show you guys. Wireless charging pad, 2 USB-C plugins with some personal pocket room. Little itty bitty personal pocket room. Cup holders, 12 volt, all right. And the seats themselves come electric controlled. I did mention heated and ventilated front seats. In front of that passenger seat, you got the nice Quattro with the piano black and the silver coming together with that natural wood inlay look. Now, right near the Quattro, I just want to show you guys the navigation and how it looks. Oh, let's go ahead and cancel. Well, I go ahead and search. Come to a full screen. You could go ahead and search that. And this is what the navigation looks full screen. I like to show that in a lot of my videos because I'm a fan of just having that full navy screen. Up top, above the front and the second row seating, you get that panoramic glass that goes all the way to the back in that huge tilt and slide sunroof option, electric controlled visor with touch sensitive lighting and that true light lighting. Now we're pretty much done with the front side. Let's go ahead and show you guys second row and third row seats in the Q7. So second row seating in the Q7, same look coming in from the front to the back with that perforated leather in that black car seat compatibility. This second bench is a 40-20-40. Go ahead and drop this armrest. And this is what it looks like with those little itty bitty cup holders. We all know that Audi has an issue with the second row cup holders. Audi making them bigger. In front of that second row seat, you got the mesh pockets in between those two front seats. Heated second row seating with your quad climate control. USB-C plugins and a 12-volt outlet. Let's go ahead and do a space test now. I'm sure on the second row, the space test is completely clear. Literally, head is clear, legs are clear. We're gonna see that in the third row. Touch-sensitive lighting, snap handle, and the vent to the B-pillar right there in front of you to your left or to your right, depending what side. I forgot to mention, these do come with the premium Bang & Olufsen sound system inside the Audi's premium quality sound, and literally it just makes the drive a whole lot better when you have that good, nice thump when you're playing that music. Let's go ahead and jump to the third row, but before the third row, you got the sun visors, and then little trash tray here on the right and left, little removable trash trays or ashtrays, whatever you want to call them. I don't smoke, so I'll use them for little trash. Let's go ahead and control these seats through a few different ways. You have a lever here in the front, okay? Go forward and back. And then you can drop this backrest. You can control it from the back bench too, but this lever here that says push, you can literally push it down and pop that lever, and it literally bunny hops this seat forward, opening to you the access to the third row seating. Let's go ahead and jump inside or on this third row seating platform. Now, my word, it is very tight here, so you're not putting your tall people. Look at that, okay? I'm not even gonna put that up, or let's go ahead and put that up just so you guys can take a look. You literally would probably have to push these seats all the way up for me to even get some space. I'm touching the top. Remember, these are super small third row seats, literally. Cup holder on the right, cup holder on the left, some tie downs, and literally nothing else. You have your electric buttons here that you can control when you're standing outside the car to drop those seats from there also, okay? Let's go ahead and put those back up. Just wanted to show you guys those little control units. But other than that, that's pretty much for the Q7. You will feel slightly claustrophobic back here, just for your info, okay? Now let's go ahead and jump inside the Q8. All right, now sitting inside the Q8, and I am a bigger fan of the Q8 because it's kind of more of a bossier feel inside the car. Now the front is pretty much the same. Again, it is a little bit more spacious. I'm literally getting that kind of bigger body feel inside the Q8. But if we go ahead and talk about tech is the same, literally the same exact setup with regards to your controls, lighting, virtual cockpit cluster, your cameras, everything, literally. Check that out. Screen, dashboard, seats. I think literally the only different thing is your Q8 mats that say Q8 on it, okay? But the premium sound system, Bang & Olufsen. The glass itself is a little bit shorter, again, because it's not a third row seat and it doesn't go as far back as the Q7. But again, the controls here are pretty much the same. Electric controlled sun visor, tilt and slide sunroof option. Same dress up on the top liner. Literally all pretty much the same. Let's go ahead and pop this up. USB-Cs, wireless charging pad, all of it. Now, simple, straight to the point. Wanted to bring this to you guys. Let's go ahead and show you guys the second row seating of the Q8. Now, second row seating inside the Q8, and what do we see? Let's talk about second bench first. You can control it by the front lever, all right, and push it back. Car seat compatibility. You have this lever to drop this seat, all right, pick that back up. It is a 40 and a 60%. If I go ahead and use this lever, drop that. You can drop this backrest just a little bit more far back. Your itty bitty cup holders, Audi make bigger cup holders. And then in front of us, same exact look with the mesh pockets, quad zone climate control, all right? You do not get the heated seats on the second bench here in the Q8. No heated seats. You do get the USB-C plugins with the 12-volt outlet. Another thing that you do not get inside the Q8 are the sun visors here on the second row. No sun visors, okay? That is because it's the Premium Plus trim. Now, in the Q7, you get them being the Premium Plus. You get that second door sun visor with the heated seats. That's something to take into consideration. But overall, with the wood inlays, the little trash, removable little tray, and your sound system, vents on the B-pillars, speakers, pretty much literally touch sensitive. The lighting system is different. Well, there goes your button. Now, Q7 are touch sensitive here on the second row, to where on the Q8, no touch sensitive lighting. That's another thing that is slightly different. But overall, this is what the Q7 and the Q8 look like. As promised, here's the MSRP sticker to the Q7, what it comes with, and the price tag on top, because it's just so much to talk about in one video. And then here is the price tag of the MSRP sticker to the Q8.